So the ex-interrogator has delivered once again, and Wagner is the grumpiest. No surprises there. Anyway, I am now joined by what can only be described as 4 super hunks. I'm not sure my heart will ever beat again after this chat. I'm in a JLS sandwich. It's Marvin, Alicia, Davey and Aston. Oh, yeah. Guys. Oh,
yeah.
Nice. I've come over all funny. Great to have you on the show. What's it like being back?
Absolutely amazing, you know. We never, want to forget where we come from, and, X Factor gave birth to JLS. So
yeah, your X Factor roots.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. It's always amazing coming back, definitely.
Does it feel strange that you're kind of like on the other side now and there's new contestants, the class of 2010?
Yeah, it is weird. It is weird, because I was just saying on the way up here, it's weird because we're not competing anymore, but it brings back all the memories of being in the house and going through week by week, and just doing the whole process is crazy, and obviously seeing everybody as well. It's nice to bump into some old faces and say hello to everybody and sort of catch up. Although obviously
I saw you like hugging the producer and everything, because you know everyone here, don't you? Yeah. So let's see, what do you make of the class of 2010?
Absolutely love it. I think we've all got our our favourites. Mine being One Direction.
Oh.
I really like One Direction, especially because Liam's in it. And Liam actually auditioned the same year that we entered the X Factor.
So did you sort of know him a little?
Know him very well. I mean, he used to call me up and mess me up and want to come to our shows after the show, and he kept on saying, Riche, how do I get into the game? How do I get into the industry? I said, look, Liam, go back and audition for the X Factor a few years later, and that's what he did, and he made it into a boy band. And,
so you're partly responsible for One Direction.
I wouldn't say that, but I wouldn't say that, but he did it on his own merit.
So. Aston, could One Direction be a threat for you boys in the future? Because you're 4 hunks, they're 5 hunks.
Well, they've got one more, haven't they? So I think we're in trouble. No, do you know what? I think we're 2 very different acts. Obviously 2 boy bands, but I think if you put us both in a concert situation, there'll be 2 totally different shows.
Who are you gunning for then?
I'm a Cher fan.
He's got a soft spot for Cher.
Really? Why? What do you like about her?
I just think she literally is a pop star. Everything about her is just pop star quality.
You'd buy her
DVD, CD, T-shirt,
everything,
calendar,
downloads, the duvet, the mug, the whole lot.
Exactly, I'm there.
Marvin, who is going to win?
I've said from week 1 that Matt's going to win.
Yeah.
Really? Oh, so you're Matt fans?
Yeah, I'm backing Matt as well.
Yeah.
Why? What's he got?
He's just extremely consistent, and his voice is incredible. But we know that there's still a very long way to go, I think Rebecca is up there as well with a chance of winning.
Did you find at this stage in the competition you still can't call it from your experience?
We was in the bottom 2 around this week, so it's incredible to think, that you just don't know, things can change like that really quickly. And we was, when you look back at the stats each week, we was like around the middle, of the votes. It wasn't until the semi-final, obviously, that, we came first, I think, that week, and then obviously made the final and then came second.
Yeah. So what advice can you give our contestants? Because you know exactly what they're going to do. The memories must be flooding back to you being back here right now.
Just to work hard, Obviously, they're going through a lot and it's happening very quickly, but, for us anyway, we just focused on the next week, and literally just did what we had to do, got through to the next week, and then, all of a sudden in the final, and then it's all to play for,
And what about the media interest at this stage in the competition? Do you think it's got more this year?
Yeah, the show's getting bigger and bigger every year, I think, you know that by the viewing figures, and, the press and the media attention is just intense. It was intense for us, when we did it 2 years ago.
Did it ever put you off or throw you at all, or did you just ignore it?
Like JB said, we just kept our head down and just focused on every single week, every day, really. And that's what they need to do, just focus on the competition, really.
And enjoy it as well.
Yes,
Definitely, very important. Well, it certainly worked for you boys. Everyone, JLS! Thanks so much, guys. That's lovely. Now then, just before you go, one last question about Rebecca, yeah? Do you likeRebecca? I think you two definitely do. You two?
She is absolutely hot,
She
sexy,
is
everything.
hot, but she's had great comments, but her one criticism has been her lack of confidence. So how important do you think that is when it comes to performance?
Do you know what? I think obviously when any performer that's still enjoying themselves, that loves doing what they do kind of thing, you need nerves to give you that great performance. Because nerves is an emotion, and obviously if there's no emotion in your performance, then literally it's kind of dead. Do you know what I mean?
A good point.
So I think, she's just
Something
amazing.
else you might need is a bit of confidence coaching. So we thought, being the kind of people we are, that we'd send Rebecca along to meet the king of confidence, Gokwan, to try and help improve her self-esteem. Check this out.
Hello, gorgeous. Come on in. Welcome. So come on then, Rebecca, look in the mirror and tell me, what do you see?
No, just me.
Just show me Rebecca on stage when you walk out on stage. Show me your posture, show me what you look like.
I tend to be more like this.
You know, if I came up to you and I said, Rebecca, I'd like to talk to you. Can I talk to you a moment? Can I tell you all about my life? What would you think? You'd do what you just did then. You'd push me away. How would it feel for you to use one hand? So baby steps. And I promise what will happen is your brain will start registering that this feels a little bit more comfortable. This is my book.
Okay.
Okay, because this will tell you the first 200 pages is I was exactly like you, unconfident, didn't want to talk to anyone. You're more than welcome. Okay.
You're confident already?
Well, God seems to have worked his magic on Rebecca. Is there no end to his talents? But right now to another man who's extremely talented and gorgeous. He was christened with 6 names, but like every good superstar, he only needs to use one of them. It's Seal! Wow, we are privileged and honoured to have you join us.
Thank you.
I've got to ask you about Rebecca.
Right.
Do you think confidence is an important factor in this contest, or do you think that's her thing, her sort of shy, humble nature?
Well, I think anyone who's going to put themselves in front of millions of people and be judged every week is hardly lacking in confidence. And so I'd have to say that that's probably, although I haven't seen her, extensively, but that's probably part of her thing. But, from all the people that I've seen, she seems to be the one that has, first of all, she's got an incredible voice, and she's an amazing singer, which are actually 2 different things, but we'll get to that. She just seems to be the one that's got it. She's captivating, and I think in order to be a star, you kind of have to have that.
Yeah, you touched on the fact that she has got a voice that's very unique, but then she's also technically brilliant. Of the people in the contest, would you say that her voice is the most sort of irreplaceable by another singer?
Irreplaceable by another singer? Do you mean by one of the other singers, or just in general?
She's very unique sounding.
I think she's unique sounding, but I think that she'll hone that as she goes into her career, because obviously, she's not going to stop here. She definitely has the basis of something which is quite unique, and I always say that there are 2 things that are of primary importance in this industry. One is the voice, and the other is the song. Does she write? Does she write her own songs?
I'm not sure about that.
Well, if she writes, or she gets somebody to write really good songs for her, because that's the key. She will be able to hone that uniqueness, and that's really key in her.
So, who would you say are her main rivals in the contest?
Who do I think are her main rivals?
Yeah.
Well, it's difficult to say, isn't it? Because it's entertainment, isn't it? And so, I think I would probably say someone like Wagner. It's just absurd, isn't it?
Really?
Well, of course it is. It's ridiculous. It's absurd, but then it's entertainment, and there are millions of people who have voted for him. So he could be a rival.
Could he win?
Never know. Of course he could. It would be a damn shame, but of course, but of course he could win. Because I think this show is really about the X factor.
Okay.
That thing, the it
Je ne sais quoi.
And he certainly doesn't have that, but she does.
So just quickly and finally, if you had to put your money on someone at the bookies to win, who would it be and why?
Well, I'm going to have to put my money where my mouth is and say Rebecca, because I believe in voices, I believe in talent.
You're a One Direction fan.
Well, I like them as well, and they could win, but of course they could. Again, it's entertainment. If you're talking about stars and X Factor, that's Rebecca. She's the only one that I've seen that's got that.
Okay, we shall see in time. Thank you. You've been wonderful,
My pleasure.
Well, sadly, that's almost it. And it's almost that time again.
It's Chico time.
No, not Chico time.
It's Chico
No,
time.
time for a break. But stay with us, as after the break, we're going to be saying goodbye to Aiden. Get your tissues ready.
It's Chico time.
Stop that. Welcome back to the Extra Factor. It's Sunday and it's that time again. Time to celebrate and commiserate in equal measure the X Factor life of Aiden this week. And here he is with his mental Danny. We do love you, Aiden. They're like, it all happens so fast. How are you feeling? Has it even sunk in yet?
It is sunk in. It's cool, I'm pretty gutted, because it's such an amazing show, and I won't get to see Danny anymore.
No, the
and she's been
beautiful
amazing.
Danny.
And I don't get to see Connie
Lots
anymore.
of production actually always say how Danny is the most amazing mentor because really takes time out, really keeps in touch with the acts and the judges. Do you feel like now that you've got that foundation, this is the beginning of Aiden?
Yeah, it's only the beginning. The thing I'm scared about is that I cannot organise myself for fudge. So, you know, I'm a bit scared about that. But
I think there's a few people that would back you up in the crew about that. A few people in the house. Yeah.
If someone can wake me up in the mornings, then I'll be all right.
I'm sure there's lots of people that will call in now and say, I'll wake you up.
There'll be so many people, ladies as well, out there gagging to be part of your entourage. Danny, how surprised were you that Aiden was in the bottom? We were gobsmacked.
Absolutely shocked, and as I said before downstairs, you feel responsible, so you just keep going over in your mind, what was it, you know, what could I have done differently?
Yeah, as I said before, people take their eye off the ball and they think someone's safe and then they don't call in and vote. And Aiden has often been touted around as a favourite. Do you think it's a case of people just didn't think this would happen?
Maybe, but I've never tried to be a pop star, or I've never thought of myself as an X Factor contestant. I'm just a guy with a quiff who likes to sing.
And there's other ways to do it as well. You don't have to do it through the X Factor. And look at JLS. They were amazing tonight, weren't they, everyone? They didn't win. There's a lot of love for you on the internet. Philip Schofield tweeted, "What a shocker." I think that says it all, those 3 words.
Big Phil.
The Wanted said Aiden did not deserve to go tonight. What do you think the future holds for you, Aiden?
I don't know. You know, if I can wake up in the morning, I think I'll be all right. You know.
Right. Okay.
Make the sort of music I want to make, and.
Okay, we've got a really, really quick Skype call. It's got to be 10 seconds. Are you there?
Hello?
Oh no, it's gone. We don't have enough time for
Okay.
it. Sorry, Aiden. We'll put you in touch with them afterwards.
okay.
We can do that. Listen, would you like to see your Extra Factor best bits?
Yeah.
We want to see them too, don't we, guys? Here they are.
My name's Aiden. I'm 18 and I'm from Blackpool.
Oh, digger. That's what I call a pop star.
What's in Neil?
Sweep me off my feet.
You were rubbish.
You're in my top 3.
Thank you so much.
Trying on the best I've ever had.
My favourite performance of the whole night.
Diamonds are forever. 'Cause this is real love.
I'd like to just see you smile a little bit as well. You know, you're 18.
I just loosen up, that's all I want to say.
Nothing compares.
I thought that was absolutely brilliant.
And they come and they go. To win the war between us. They know that they won't
Incredible voice. What are you going to miss about it the most?
I think I'm probably going to miss Matt the most. He's so damn handsome.
They're going to have to be
sharing a bedroom.
separated.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be difficult without your buddy, isn't it? So I guess that's who you want to win.
Oh yeah, Matt all the way.
So you want your voters to transfer to Matt?
I didn't really have any voters.
Oh,
but
yes,
Matt
you
to win.
did! And we've got some of them in the wings. Let's bring on your friends and family. Hugs all around the fantastic Aiden. That's it. A massive thank you to all of our guests and for you at home for joining in the debate and giving the judges a run for their money. Make sure you're here with us next Saturday at 9:25. We will see you next week for lots of fun and merriment. Make sure you join us. See you then. Bye!